Hey everyone, this is Ryan Keeby with Armstrong Neighborhood Channel coming with you with another edition of Keeby's Community. Um, with our Avenge Hunger Month specials that we have going on, we have yet another special guest. Captain Michelle Miller from the Salvation Army has been kind enough to join us today. Captain Michelle, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm surviving the pandemic, so I guess in today's world, that's good.
Absolutely. That's as much as we can ask for. Thank you again for taking time to spend with us and tell us everything about what's going on at the Salvation Army. With that being said, I'm sure that there's some people out there who don't know what the Salvation Army is. Could you give us a brief, kind of rundown of what the Salvation is?
Yeah, the Salvation Army is essentially whatever the community needs us to be. If the community needs food, then we provide food. If the community needs help with rent assistance or clothing or hygiene products, then we are what the community needs. And we just strive to service anyone we can in our community who's in need and who needs help and just making it through the daily task of just making it through this world, especially in such a scary time like this. We just strive to make sure that everyone's needs are filled as best as we can.
Absolutely. And like you said, this is a very strange time that we're living in, and we're living under extraordinary circumstances. With that being said, what type of issues have come up from coronavirus? And I'm sure that there's been, some more needs that are needed in our community. What have you been seeing out in our community as a result of COVID-19? How has that affected the Salvation Army?
Yeah, we've seen quite an increase in individuals needing emergency assistance, specifically with food and rent or utilities. There are quite a few people in the community that, for a period of time, especially lost their jobs and wasn't having any income coming in for their families. And we were able to help pay on some people's bills, to make sure that they stay in their homes, to make sure that they continue to get water in their houses, to make sure that their electricity stayed on. We were able to help in that way. We also provided over 500 food boxes just during the time of Corona to families, which is about 1,000% increase to what we would normally see during this time. And so we're just here for this community. We've also provided hot meals for individuals who were in need of them, for families coming in so that they had something to cook for dinner that night. And we just continue to serve and provide food and emergency assistance to anyone who, during the Corona experience or even before or after, is in need of help.
Wow, 1,000% increase. That is just absolutely extraordinary. With that amount of increase, I hear that and I say, what can I do to support and what can I do to get involved? For someone out there who says that, what can somebody do to get involved in this time? I mean, obviously it's very difficult where we want to make sure that we're social distancing and following, CDC guidelines, but what type of resources could you provide for that individual that wants to help support?
Yeah, first and foremost, we definitely need food. As you can imagine, with 500 food boxes going to families of various sizes, between one person up to 10 people in a household sometimes, that's a lot of food that we're giving out. So we try to make sure that we provide large enough food boxes that it will really help the family for about a week or so to help them to stay on their feet and be fed. And so food is first and foremost, the number one thing we've been needing. Hygiene products are also something that's so important. Things like new socks, new underwear, things like that for perhaps the homeless individuals that are coming in. Um, Anything like that. Hygiene products are also, again, very important to us, as we can give out toothbrushes, deodorant, mouthwash, laundry soap, anything you can think of, so that we can just make sure that people are well taken care of during this time.
Absolutely. Now, is there a location that the Salvation Army has that they can take those items to, or are there
Mhm.
drop-off locations? Where would somebody take those?
You will want to take that at the Salvation Army at 1087 Park Avenue. You don't want to take it to the thrift store because I don't know what they would do with food. But for us, you could bring it to the Park Avenue location, and we have a food pantry that we store all of our food in, and we are more than happy to take that and use that, put those in food boxes. Anything from macaroni to hot dogs to canned vegetables, canned fruit, juice, anything like that, anything that could be used, non-perishable foods, to put in a food box and to supply for households of anywhere between 1 to 10 people in a food box. Honestly, we just need food so that we can supply those families with as much food as possible during this time.
I know that we're really focusing on food, and this is Avenge Hunger Month, so we definitely want to make sure that we focus on our food programs. We were talking about financial tuition, assistance in that regard. What other I guess resources did the Salvation Army provide other than the food banks and food pantries? With this being such a strange time, we want to make sure that everybody is fully aware of all the great things that the Salvation Army are doing.
Yeah, we also provide assistance with rent and utilities. So if anybody has a shut-off notice to a utility, water, power, electric, anything like that, if they have an eviction notice for their home or a final notice for their home and they're just struggling to make a payment in order to stay in their home, we're willing and available to help with that. We also help if anyone is in an emergency situation, perhaps a fire, domestic abuse, anything like that, and you are in need of clothing or furniture. We do provide vouchers to the thrift store down on Cotton Road, down the street from us. We also provide assistance during the summertime. We also provide Christmas assistance, but we'll get into that a little bit later. But at least during the summer, we provided day camp boxes. We called it day camp in a box because we couldn't meet in person, unfortunately. And we provided for 35 children this summer for 2 weeks of day camp in a box. And we were able to supply them with various summer activities, Bible lessons, games, fun things to do with the family, all kinds of great things for the summer. We also have provided backpacks for families in need. We have given out over 180 backpacks so far. We still have quite a few backpacks left over. So if there's anybody in need of a backpack and you live here in Meadville and you do have proof of your children, then you're welcome to stop by and receive a backpack from us as well.
Whew. Wow, that is awesome, man. A lot of stuff going on at the Salvation Army. Like you said, we just got done handing out, or the Salvation Army just got done handing out backpacks. And if you need a backpack and you live in Meadville, stop over at the Salvation Army. Now, any other big events that I guess are coming up at the Salvation Army with school starting? I know that there's got to be high need, and anything big coming up at the Salvation Army?
Well, I guess for now, the storm is over of summer activities, and now we're just preparing for Christmas, which sounds far away, but it actually is it's coming a lot faster than we think because we usually prepare for Christmas starting in September. Because there's so many people to help, and we're setting up kettles and getting ready for all of those things. So if anybody is interested in volunteering for kettles, again, I know it's very soon, but you can never be too soon when it comes to Christmas time. We also have Christmas signups coming up. Last year, we were able to provide Thanksgiving vouchers and Christmas vouchers for food for families so they can have a nice Thanksgiving meal and a nice Christmas meal. And then for families with children, we were able to provide toys to over 100 families, about 300 children in total for Christmas last year. And I anticipate with the way things have been going, we may or may not have an increase in children, but we are prepared to do our best. We are prepared to try and make every Christmas for every child magical and almost as if nothing was going on in the first place. You know, we want our children to still remain joyful through this time as if nothing was going on. So we're going to do our best to provide a wonderful Christmas for that. In addition, we also support the WINS program with the local schools, helping to pay the bills for children to have food over the weekend. Just last school year, from January until the end of the school year in the beginning of June, we provided over $3,000 worth of food, serving over 2,000 students, and we are prepared to do that again this year coming up as the schools are preparing for the WINS program as well.
That's fantastic. Absolutely amazing stuff going on at the Salvation Army. And just want to mention as well, to anybody who is looking for more information about the Salvation Army, make sure that you check out the Salvation Army's website at salvationarmyusa.org. I believe also there's a specific page with information regarding Meadville. Is that right, Captain Michelle?
That is correct, and it has all the information of anything that you might need assistance with. You can also check in with 211. They also have a page that lists the various things that we do, or you can call our office at 814-724-3738 if you have any specific questions, and we'll do our best to help each and every person we get.
Fantastic, Michelle. So hey, with all that being said, thank you for everything that you're doing for our community at the Salvation Army. We really appreciate it, and I know our community appreciates it. Thank you so much for taking time. Is there absolutely anything else that you'd like to, get the message out there for?
I just want to say that I'm just thankful for all the people who have partnered with us during this time. We have not done this on our own. We've had various individuals and companies donate to us: UPMC, Mission Barbecue. The radio station has been wonderful in hosting different things for us. We're so thankful, and I'm very sorry if I miss any volunteers or donors who have been here for us and who have provided for us. We have not done this on our own. This is nothing that we do by ourselves. It is all the support of the community. It is the support of the companies. It is the support of the individuals who come in with bags of food. You are the only reason that we are able to do what we do, and we are so thankful for each and every person that comes into our building that helps us.
Extremely well said, Captain Michelle Miller. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll definitely have to do this again sometime soon so that we can get an update on all the great things going on at the Salvation Army. Thank you so much, Michelle.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I appreciate you having me.